third section of this video editing course. I will be putting you through everything you need to know about transitions and a whole lot more. Now, transitions actually amazes your audience and put them in a roller coaster of a journey through your video storyline. Now, transitions are also part of what makes people to stay longer in your videos. Let's say music videos or YouTube videos, you watch that the video editors use a lot of transitions, which actually make people to stay longer in the video. So transitions have a very important part to play in your video editing career. Transition guides your audience. Also, transition conveys a passage of time, a character, movement, pauses, and so many other things. Now, I'll be putting you through the little bit of transitions that we have in Premiere Pro and how you can utilize them for your purposes. Now, we'll be using few types of transitions being popularly used by films and studios and so many other content creators out there. I'll also be showing you guys fancy video transitions I have installed as an extension in my own Premiere Pro. Now, there are several common types of transitions: the wipe, the dissolve, the split cut, and many more. Now, I'll start with explaining this transition part with Premiere Pro, and I'll be showing you how to also access the transitions. Now, let's go to Premiere Pro. Go to this panel. If you can't see the panel, you have to make sure your effects panel is out. Check your windows and make sure effects is clicked, or if you're on Mac, make sure you click this shortcut to access the effects panel. Now, once you are in effects panel, let me zoom in so you see it well, because I always want to make sure everybody's seeing everything I'm doing. Now, this is the effects panel. This transition section, I'll be showing you video transitions you get to use in Premiere Pro. Now, Premiere Pro has just a few video transitions, not too many, just something handy you can use for your independent films, commercials, videos, YouTube videos, TikTok shorts, and so on. Video transitions on Premiere Pro are tube spin, flip over, dissolve, which you have different types of dissolve. We'll be testing them out actually on videos so you get to see. But as we're exploring the software, we'll be able to know the amount of transitions Premiere Pro has to test out. We have immersive video transitions, we have iris transitions, we'll be testing them out. We have page peel, which is actually like self-explanatory because you peel the page like as if you're trying to flip a page. So we have slide, which you use slide to slide the videos for the next video to come in. And we have wipe transitions where you get to test out different transitions of wipe. Then we have zoom, which you get to love. People use zoom a lot, cross zoom a lot, so you get to know all this or use all these transitions in your videos, and we get to know which is best for us or which is fun to use. Now, let's test out these transitions. Transitions actually help in your storyline because it guides the viewer to know the pacing of the story, or you can even use classic transitions or shooting transitions where you plan your transition in shooting stage, where you're shooting with your camera, or you want to pan into an object and pan out from an object. You plan ahead of time. How am I going to do this in post-production? So when you're shooting your video with your camera, you should know that when you're coming in on board, you'll be able to merge both shots to form a transition from the video. Now, I'll be talking about the first transition from my transition list, which is the straight cuts. The straight cuts is as simple as transitioning from a video to another video. For example, this is an example of a straight cut. If you can see here, this is an example of a straight cut. I'm just adding this drone footage to this footage. So once it transitions, it should just transition as a straight cut and nothing more. Watch. That is a straight cut. So that's the number one basic introduction to cuts. So that is also a transitions because it's a cut, it's a straight cut. So it's best to always know what transitions is best for a particular video. The next transition I'll be talking about is the jump cut. Now, for example, this drone footage is showing this city. I'll press C and cut it at this extent, then drag my playhead to where I want it to view the city Then let's say we pick this position here. Then from the format shortcut, you press Q, then remove everything from the end. Let's remove everything from the end. Then you come up here and let's do a jump cut here. Now this is clearly a jump cut. We're jumping from this scene where the drone was panning to the next scene where the drone. So this is how jumpy a jump cut is. Jump. It just jumps to the same shot or another scene. So that's an example of a jump cut. We have dissolve, which is like mostly used in movies. So if you want to access dissolve, you come up here to this panel, press dissolve. You can choose any dissolve you want. We'll use film dissolve. Let's set it as our default transition. Then once we use film dissolve, we'll be able to come up here to the ending of the video and we'll right click on it. Then once you right click on the video to show apply default transition. So we have already set a default transition, so we'll be applying this default transition.